Got you. So thanks for taking the time today. This should probably only take like 30, 35 minutes at the most. I started a new position as a senior UX designer with a e-commerce company called LuckyVitamin. They are in the like supplement and vitamin realm, but they're trying to shift towards a more holistic focus, which they already have, and most of this stuff is like great products, but they're trying to shift towards a more guided approach towards health and wellness. So I'm just gauging with friends how they feel about like current state of their health and wellness and how they gather the information, what they do when they get said information. So yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. We're gonna go over that kind of stuff. Is that cool?
That's fine.
Sweet, sweet. So yeah, the first question is, how would you define health and wellness?
How would I define it? Being active, being healthy, eating right, exercising. Um, should be a fun activity, otherwise you're not going to do it. You know, um, I don't know. That's
Okay.
pretty. Um, yeah.
And I'm just gonna be taking notes as well.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. That being said, and I have three options for you for this question. What stage are you at on your health and wellness journey? So I'm at the beginning of my journey. I have not considered the role of health and wellness in my life, slash, I am not on a health and wellness journey, or I'm uncertain where I'm at along my journey.
Um, at the moment, I'm uncertain where I'm at.
Okay.
With everything going on at home, I had to stop. Sorry,
You
I had
have
to stop. Training and everything and all that stuff. So I have no time anymore. So I'm pretty much working and watching the kids all day while my wife does her grad school work and her new job. So yeah, my health is taking a back seat at the moment.
so would it be then apt to say that because of some like responsibilities, familial pressures, and even the day-to-day kind of work that has to come with being a father, it's a bit more difficult to focus on that health and wellness piece.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Alrighty. Next question is a four-parter. It's how often do you make changes or seek solutions to improve your health? Never, sometimes, frequently, or always?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Tell me more about that.
Huh?
Tell me more about that.
Well, I have my own routine and stuff and exercise I like to do. So change them up unless I know some sort of benefit of some kind, or usually break from my routine. Um, but because I've gone a couple months now without being able to do what I used to do, I'm trying to find newer routines or classes or something to try out to gauge my interest or whatever. Um,
So is that a, pardon me, I was a little under the weather this week. That's what that cough is. So would it then make sense to say your lack of change or lack of perceived need for improvement is due to the fact that you have, or at least at one point, you had a fairly standard regimen in terms of what you do for your health and wellness?
yeah, yeah. I used to work out like 4 or 5 days a week for 2 to 3 hours at a time. And when the kids came, that cut down to, 1 or 2 hours each time. And then from multiple times a week to just one day a week to not at all. So, hey, it's Saturday morning. I can work out for a little bit before they wake up and bother me. Yeah. So,
Gotcha. So if you could tell me succinctly, or feel free to go into as much detail as you need to, what are your health goals?
currently, to lose maybe 10 pounds.
Okay, gotcha.
I weighed myself the other day for the first time in months. I'm like, yeah, it's the most I've weighed in a long time. And, my pants are getting tighter. So I'm like, yeah, losing about 10 pounds would be good. And then just getting back into, a routine of some kind. For me, it's a good stress reliever too. So I can tell when I don't get to box or anything for a while, I get very antsy, you know, so I need it.
Gotcha. So you spoke a bit about the fact that you had a standardized routine and you were kind of making some shifts in that. Could you tell me how you normally learn about the subject of health and wellness?
I originally learned about it.
Yeah, how do you normally learn about health and wellness?
Usually for people that I would work out with. When I went to workout class and stuff, we'd all contribute with different ideas and talk about things we've done in the past, different kinds of exercises, different kinds of routines. Every now and then somebody would try a new like technique or a new, what do they call those? I don't know, new exercise equipment that just came out that's a fad or whatever. And most of the time those things are bullshit. You just stick with the basics and that's what works.
Got you. So it sounds like a lot of this knowledge is coming from like a combination of hands-on experience and word of mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Got you. Cool. So to take that a bit further, are there any trusted sources you go to learn about health and wellness?
Um, Usually if I'm in like a kickboxing class or something like that, like the instructor, I would talk to them if I had any real questions or ideas, concerns, things like that. Um, Otherwise, just like there's a couple of Reddit threads about exercise and things like that, and usually a lot of people share the same kind of websites like Men's Health or different exercise blogs that they've tried themselves. Um, I usually go off of that. There's a huge martial art community on there, so sometimes those guys share their different exercise routines and post videos of how to do a technique and how to do the thing the correct way to avoid injuring yourself. But
And
that's
this is
about
on, and this is on Reddit.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Are there any other forms of social media or any type of places you learn from, like books, specific
Mm.
places, just mostly Reddit?
Reddit, some YouTube videos here and there. But the
Okay.
guys share. Um, I can't really think of any real ones off the top of my head, but there's a couple. There's a whole bunch of exercise people on there. So I went on there one time to figure out how to use what do they call those things? A kettlebell. I got one, and I'm like, that must do with this thing. So I looked up how to use it, different techniques to use with it to get in shape, and
Gotcha.
yeah.
Alrighty. With that being said, um, since you were talking about kettlebells and made mention of utilizing some new equipment when it comes out, do you make purchases based on your health and wellness journey or where you're at along it?
Purchase like what, like equipment or
Anything.
anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I don't have a definite answer. Usually, I don't buy new stuff that often. Usually, try to get everything secondhand because weights last forever. They don't break that often, so I don't really buy new things too often. Maybe a new punching bag here in every couple of years, but that's about it. I've had the same weight bench for almost 20 years now. It's falling apart, but it still works.
So with that being said, do you purchase any products specifically to improve your overall health and wellness?
No, aside from like protein bars or whatever, no, nothing else.
No. So you don't do the protein bars or anything?
Well, I do those, but that's it. Nothing else really.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Is there any specific brand?
The power bar ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I wanna, and we actually are done the line of questioning, but we might need to at least touch back on some of the questions.
Yeah.
What we've been discussing, or what you've imparted on me, has been mostly around like physical health. When we're talking about health and wellness, how would you then define that wellness portion?
The wellness portion, I guess. Being well mentally and physically, emotionally. Yeah, a lot of times people don't talk about how they're feeling. Sometimes
Hmm.
it's hard nowadays. I mean, well, not nowadays. It's hard for me. It's hard just because it's all about the kids and shit. So nobody talk about that stuff too often. But overall, I think wellness just means being well balanced individual. Trying to balance out stresses and activities and happiness and all that. Trying to keep it grounded, not let it get too out of control that you get stuck in your own head.
Do you have any like techniques you use to try to maintain that balance? Any kind of schedule, anything of that sort?
Well, scheduling, I try to keep a pretty daily schedule because if things get out of whack, if I'm running late about something, it frustrates me. But other than that, I usually just breathing exercises, try to relax me. Um, just exercise in general helps me relax. Uh, Being physically active makes me relax too. So,
Gotcha. Let's see. So what we're trying to do is create a new site that focuses less on our products, which are those supplements, and try
mhm.
to give a more like well-rounded approach to both health and wellness, providing people with not only information, possibly blog posts, but like somewhat of a guided approach to their general health and wellness. I know you spoke to like breathing exercises, things of that nature. Does that sound like something that would be of value to you?
Yeah.
And because it's a supplement-based company, I'm wondering, do you utilize any supplements to aid in your general health and wellness?
I mean, aside from just the protein bars every now and then when I pick some up, no, and just trying to eat, healthier fruits,
Gotcha.
vegetables, stuff like that. Not as much junk food. That's it. But supplement wise, just the protein bars. Every now and then, maybe a protein powder stuff to make shakes, but I don't do that as often because with the little kid, anything you eat or drink, they want to drink too.
Yeah.
Um, the power bar is easier just to gulp them down and hide the evidence.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Um, yeah, this is good information. So let me think about this. If there were an individual who specialized in, let's say, breathing techniques or could gear you towards like the best kind of protein bar, protein powder to take for your like general health and wellness journey, would that be of value?
Yeah, that would be.
Um, so we have some people on the team that do that, dietitians and the like, that have, and nutritionists as well, that have degrees in these things. We've been terming them wellness consultants. Does that name resonate with you? Does it sound too kitschy? Would you change it to anything?
Sounds kind of kitschy to me, but I wouldn't know what to change it to. um, I mean, but still, it's to the point of wellness consultant. So,
Got you.
To me, the term consultant always makes me think of like those MLMs, MLM things, multi-level
Yeah.
marketing things. That's what pops in my head every time I hear consultant, because that's what they use all the time for like
Mhm.
Lulu and all those stupid diet fad scam things. That'd be my only real concern about it.
True. No, that's definitely good information to take back.
Yeah.
Um, that's about it, brother, man. I am going to stop the recording in a bit and we can just chat if you want to. I know you're at work, so I don't want to keep you away from that. But the next portion of this is we're currently building out two versions of this website. I'd love to just touch base with you again, maybe like half an hour, another 45 minutes, and have you walk through the site and let me know what you think of it, if that's cool.
Okay.
Cool, cool, cool. That'd be great. I'm going to stop the recording and we can just chat or you can hop back to